Hello sim racers, and welcome to another Assetto Corsa mod review. And today's video we look at the classic Austin Mini from 1965. This car is an absolute icon. It was a car where it didn't matter if you were loaded or strapped for cash, the Mini just made sense. There was something cheeky, something different about driving the Mini, which in today's world of breed of super minis have found impossible to duplicate. And little did Isagonis know what an icon he had created. This Mini in particular is the 1964 Austin Morris Mini, which only has a whopping 76 brake horsepower. However, with a car that weighs 620 kilograms, that meant a power to weight ratio of 125 brake horsepower per tonne, which in a car like this is pretty darn quick. The Mini was ahead of its time, revolutionising the small car, with a transverse engine meant that it could have more room in the cabin in such a tiny car. It was well ahead of its time and truly one of the best cars, if not the best cars. Not only was the Mini a really good town car, it was also decent on the racetrack as well, taking on the giants in the Touring Car Championships and even taking on Ford Mustangs later on in its life. And with this mod in particular, it brings in that authentic feel of a Mini Cooper, and it's just fantastic. First off, let's go to physics. So the physics of this car are what you'd expect for a small city car to be. Not a lot of horsepower, very lightweight, you can fling it into corners like no tomorrow, and it's just such good fun. For physics, I'm going to give a 4-star for this because it truly does feel like a tiny little compact car, and it's just, yeah, the physics for me, there feels like there's detail as well with the fact that when you turn in hard you get the back end out on go on 3 wheels. It's, I think for me personally, one of the nicest driving cars in Assetto Corsa. Next up, we're going to talk about the model of the car, so the graphic fidelity of this mod, and for me personally I'm going to give it a 3.5 star because while the outside is exceptional, even though the Mini does have a very basic interior, I still feel like there's a couple rough edges, like the centre gauges are just sort of floating in a dash full of blank, so I do feel like there's a little bit of improvement there. However, exterior I think truly alone would get 5 stars, but the interior of this mod really does let this Mini down. But as I say, if you don't care about the looks of a mod and just care about the physics and fun factor, this is a good mod to go for. Speaking of fun, that brings us to our final point of the review, the fun factor, and for me this is absolutely 5 stars. This car has such little brake horsepower but such little weight as well. It's truly one of the most fun cars to drive in Assetto Corsa, whether you're on a beast of a racetrack or you're on a tight technical circuit. It's just so much fun to rag out of this car. But anyway, let's go and see what this car is like on a racetrack. Let's go.